Let's make some altered paper clips for our back to school journal. Hi everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio, and today we're going to make some altered paper clips for our back to school journal. And as you can see, I decided to put the clipboard clip on there, the big one, and I also picked a quote. So, picking up where we left off from last time, I want to make some altered paper clips to go on these pages that I have just folded paper on to journal on. So, and also my pictures came, so we'll be able to now incorporate those into the journal and move ahead with finishing this one up. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way for the moment. What I did is I picked 3 of these little Tim Holtz flashcard word cards, and that's what I'm going to use to make the altered paper clips. And I have just, these are the jumbo size paper clips. They are 2 inches long, and I have some just manila cardstock. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut the cardstock so that I can make the base for these. And I'm just eyeballing it. There's no real measurement. I just wanted something for a base that we could use behind the cards. So no real measurements there. And then we're going to fold it in half. And I'm going to place the card up, if I can pick it up. There we go. And just kind of figure out how long I want it, so that it doesn't come off the end. Probably about right there. And actually I can get 2 out of this one piece. And then we just need 1 more. Hope everybody's having a good day and survived the storms okay. We're getting all the rain today. We got started storming last night, and it's been raining pretty steady all day here, but we've not had anything other than some local flooding, and some of the roads that normally flood, we've not had any issues from it. Okay, so we have 3 pieces. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the clip on the paper with the short side on the outside and the long side on the inside, like so. And then I'm going to take my 3-in-1 glue, and I'm going to glue this together. I found this glue works the best for making sure that the paper clip gets good and secure on the inside. And then I'm just going to press that together and let that dry. And we'll do that 2 more times. long piece on the inside, the short piece on the outside, center it, and then glue. And you can make these too so that the whole paper clip is hidden, but in this particular instance, I'm not worried about that because of the way that I'm going to be using them. That doesn't really matter because they're actually going to be mounted sideways on those pages. Okay, so one thing I do need to pay attention to though is I need to check my lefties and righties to make sure that we're going to have. All right, so I need one that goes that way. And this one will also go that way, and I think the other one will actually go the other way. Yep. So it needs to go this way. Alright, so this is going to complicate my brain. So I need I don't guess it really matters. I just prefer the folded part to be at the top, but I don't guess it really matters. Actually, it'll matter when I go to put the, that was smart, wasn't it? To put the cards on, but not so much this part. But maybe if I do them all at the top, I'll get the cards on the right way. And press that one down. All right, so we have 3 of those. Now, while we're waiting for those to dry, let's get these inked up so that they look like they have a little bit of age on them. And I might even run the distressor around them just so they don't look so new. This is a little Tim Holtz paper distressor. If you don't have one of these, you can use the edge of your scissors and do the same thing. It just kind of roughs the edges up so that it looks a little more used and it takes the ink better, especially on these little cards because they have like a really slick surface. You could also take a piece of sandpaper and sand across the words a little bit if you wanted those to look a little bit faded. And actually this side I'm using here on that, like present. I was debating whether to use that here because it did say autumn on the other side, but I have another one that says autumn, so. Get my dust out of the way. All right. So now we will take the vintage photo and ink the edges. And I'm going to ink these as well, even though they won't show that much. I would rather have them blend in than stand out and look so new. And last one. Did I do both sides of that one? No. I heard somebody saying that I didn't do the other side of that one. Okay, so now, oops, went on my lap. Didn't have to go search on the floor for it. We're gonna take our cards and we're gonna mount on here, and I want them to be just slightly tilted just to give it a little bit of character. So I'm gonna put my glue on here, and I'm using art glitter glue, and I'm just gonna kind of cock it just a tad. And I am going to trim this off, and I don't know why I have these big old scissors to work with. And I'm intentionally leaving that because I'm going to put a little cluster up there. So this one, make sure we're not doing it backwards, because I need to make sure I have that one going the other way. All right, so I can't tell which one is which now. Okay, so this one goes this way. This one goes this way. All right. So there's where we are so far. Now, let's put the tops on my glue while I'm working on this next part. I can't hit the whole, there we go. Okay, so I have some little scrappy bits here and some green buttons, and remember we're doing the green because we did the green here and the green here, so we're using green as our little accent color. And we are going to just make a little cluster here. Nothing fancy about it. I'm gonna take this metal thing out of here. Sorry, I didn't notice those were in there, or I would have already taken them out prior to starting the video. Okay. Something like that, but let's ink it. It looks way too clean. Then I'm going to use my 3-in-1. I'm not going to sew any of this. I'm just going to, since it's just this little cluster, I'm just going to glue it on there. And just glue, put a little dab for each little layer. Can you hear all that noise Waylon's making over there? He wasn't even up here till I started making a video. I mean, that's how he rolls. He's not a wild animal. He's just a puppy dog. Even though he sounds like a wild animal sometimes. All right, so there's one. And then again, taking the little metal staple out, or staple to the button card. Let me go ahead and do both of them while I'm doing it. That way I won't have to fiddle with it anymore. Oh, that one was being stubborn. Okay, let's ink this. Okay. I hate when this 3-in-1 glue starts not coming out. I usually keep an extra bottle and use it for a fill bottle, because I have found out that if you don't let it get below like half full, it won't do that, where it takes forever to come out the top. And so when it gets to be about half full, I fill it back up, because I can't stand that, having to wait on it to come to the end. trim that one just a little. It's just a little bit too long. A little long for my taste. Okay, there's number 2. And we'll throw number 3 together here real quick. Oh, and I don't know that I have. I'm going to cut it off here. I'm going to cut a piece of this off here where I have just put those on there to see how they look. That way I don't have to go searching for it. Alright, so put this one together. And I kind of do these kind of like a flower shape, I guess, when I'm laying them out, so you can see a little bit of all the different fabrics. I don't know if that matters, but I prefer that look better. And the button. Slide that one up just a tad so you can still see the word. All right, there we go. Let those dry a minute. And while we're letting those dry, and all these strings are sticking to my finger, just because I have a glue on them, we will decide what we're going to do with these pictures. These are the ones that I have to use in this journal. This, I think I told you on the previous video, that's my dad. His school picture. 1946-47 is the year. And then we have this little girl. And this, I found this one on Etsy. All the 3 that I bought from the same seller. I have no idea what year this one is, but I thought it was cute. And she's sitting behind a desk with a book. So I thought that was really cute. And then we have this guy. And he is not this guy, but he sure does look similar, doesn't he? And this one says 1948. And his name was Buddy. So that's Buddy. And then this is Tim Holtz. and I just, from the little strips that he has, that has like 3 pictures on a strip, like you set in a photo booth or whatever, but I thought he looked like about from the same time period, so I'm going to use him. And then I have this little girl, and I think that's just sweet. And it is not dated either, but I really like it, so we're going to use her. And I'm just kind of trimming these edges up so they look kind of have the same border around them. And actually, that one doesn't have a border at all right there, but that's all right. All right, and then I'm going to ink around them. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do with them. And like I said, all 3 of those that I purchased were from the same seller on Etsy, and I'll link her page in the comments, her Etsy shop in the comments. She had several different kinds of vintage photos that were really cute. And then my dad's picture art, this is obviously a copy. I just printed it on cardstock. I'm not going to use the original of that, of course. Okay, so now let's see what we have here. So we need to back this with something. And then I'm going to put a pocket here, I think. And then we've got our vintage report card folder here that we'll need to make something to go down in. All right, so we have a tag here. We have this. She might go on there. Because the back side, I don't really want to do anything to that. Or, I've got these little vintage alphabet cards. We could do one of those and then maybe do her. That's kind of cute. And then maybe we'll collage underneath it. Or we could do the C, but then the C would be out of order from the B, and I don't know if I can do that. Maybe we'll save the C to do opposite her. And I'm not sure. I think I used the A in the other one, and I don't think I have printed another one yet, so I will have to print another A. All right, so I think I'm going to round the corners on this. To start with, I'm going to take this card out of here so I can work on it better. Move that over. And this is what I was talking about sanded. This is just a regular flashcard. This was the shiny side. If you take sandpaper to the shiny side, you can take all that off if you want to, or part of it, or however. It sands really well. All right, so let's see what we got to collage with up here. Got our little tray here, our project tray for this particular. Really just need some kind of paper. What do I got? What do I got? coffee dyed paper. I've got some graph paper. I've got this little piece, that's graph paper too. All right, let me look at my bigger papers here. I've got some handwriting paper. Oh, and I've got some of this kind of paper. Yeah, I can use that. And where are my little scrap piece? See if I can find something with some green. This is my box of small scraps. Let's go through that really quickly and see if I can find something with green on it. It's not really the right kind of green. It might work. Some wallpaper. That green. Some map with some green, map tissue paper. I believe that's all the green. All right. Okay. This might work pretty well, actually. We won't need a lot of it, just a little bit. Okay. Do we want to put some map on there? I don't like that green, and I don't like this green. So if there's going to be green, it's going to be this green. Okay. Let's do... And our card's gonna go on there, and her little girl's gonna go on there. So let's start with, let's do kind of a fodder collage on here. We're just gonna do strips. All our different pieces. Get it all laid out, and then we'll glue them all down. reserve that because we might use another piece of that. I should use tear ruler on that because that's really brittle. I know it looks like I'm making a big old mess, but it will make sense, I hope, when I get everything laid out. We've used that, and we've used that. Okay, let's tear a piece of this. Tear pieces. Wider piece. Okay. Need one more. Maybe two more. Let me glue these down and we'll see. All right, let's get them all. Inked up. You can see how accurately I tore all this stuff. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, we start with this piece. And I don't trust the glue stick on this flashcard, so I'm going to use our glitter throughout this whole process. Hope I'm on camera there. Let me scoot up just a little bit, just in case. Whoops, too much glue. I'm gonna save that piece, turn it upside down over here on the other side of my table. Okay. Let's come in with another piece of this. You see, I'm not too worried about the accuracy right now. I'll clean it up in a minute and we'll be good to go. I'm just working on trying to get it all covered. I'll take this piece, put a little bit more glue on it just in case it didn't, or it dried. Now I'm just filling in any spots that were where the pieces were too short. I don't want to use that one because we got, actually I might put this one up here. Oh, everything is sticking to me. You ever have one of those days in the craft room where you get glue everywhere? Everything just wants to stick. All right, we got this one little corner. Okay, now I'm going to check any edges just to make sure I got everything down okay. Take my scissors and trim around it. Put those up. They are so sticky. They're the ones I cut my, like my foam tape with and my double-sided tape, and so they're really sticky, but I try to use those exclusively for that so I don't get them all sticky, and I don't always remember that, but I try to always use the same pair. Okay, there's where we are so far. Gonna ink around the edges, the whole card. But first I'm gonna poke the holes back in there. Wrong hole punch. That purple one with the purple handles does not punch well. The glue was still wet there. It didn't want to pop out. And let's put some protectors, reinforcements on there. Grungy them up a little bit. here. Wipe that off so I'm not dragging ink through everything. Put a couple on the back, and that still didn't punch all the way out. Should have left the glue dry a little more. Oh, much better. Okay. And I just sprayed these with tea dye to spot them up, age them up. I used just a couple of tea bags, and where did my, I know it's right in front of me. Maybe if I'd put some stuff up. I lost my little inking tool. Okay. Do you see it, guys? Direct me in the right direction if you do. Oh, I drag it over there with my, when I brought the rag over. Oop. Loose end, loose end. I'll just take it off. It's not needed. Okay, so there's our collage. Now let's take our little alphabet letter here. A little B for bunny. I'm going to glue that on. That edge does need to be glued down. And then just take our little girl, put her right there. I'm gonna use some little foam squares on her. Sorry about that, I know I just knocked the camera. thinking we need a word here and then something up in this corner to make this complete. What do I have? I'm going to think about that for a minute. And let's put our paper clips in while I'm thinking on that. So, like I said, I'm going to use these on the pages that I created, these little fold outs to write on. Did I honestly do those the wrong way? After, no, that one's not. Okay, I was about to panic. I may have done one of them the wrong way though, for real. Okay, this one will go this way. Put it up toward the top. I try to even out where I have things so that the journals, see, I did do that one. I ended up doing that one wrong anyway, guys. I bet there's no way at this point I can fix that. So we may have to do this one at the top, which is not the end of the world. There we go. So those are cute. See this one kind of towards the middle. And this one toward the bottom. Yes, like it. Okay, so we know she is going to be about right here. Isn't that what we said? No, where is she? Yeah, she's right here. So, what do we want to do? Let's look in our little tray here. So what we have, I don't want to use a butterfly, I don't think. Could. So what I've got in this little tray. This is just little bits and pieces from different projects. It's almost like where I put everything when I decide I'm not going to use it, and then I'll go through and clean it all up and put it back up where it goes. It's kind of like a catch-all kind of thing. Got that tag. Got a flower. She does have the, can't really see it now because I covered it up, but the bunny does have some purple flowers around it. Also got some paper flowers here. We can make one of those really quick. Let's do that. All right, so let's ink these. Let's get one more and do 4. Oh, there's a small one. We can put that in the middle. And then we get a little I'm looking for a, of course it's the last one I pick. Or not. This. Let's do a purple one. All right, so I'm going to put a little dab of glue just to hold these in place so that I can put a hole through the center. And put the brad in there. Okay, and I'm going to put it over here on my mat. I'm not sure if the camera picks up this far over, but I'm just poking a hole in the center with my little pokey tool on my cutting mat so that I can put this little purple brad in, like so. If I can get it apart. There we go. And then I'm gonna crinkle it all up. And I don't care if it breaks a little bit, that's fine with me. So I want it to look kind of ratty. Okay. We're gonna, oh, nope, I'm gonna use 3-in-1. And if you want to, once this gets good and dry, you can take a brush and brush some Mod Podge or some gel medium over it, and it'll give it a little more stability so that it won't break off anymore. Alright, and I think I do want a little butterfly if I can find one. Let me reach over here and get those. I don't know if I have any little ones, but we'll see. See what we have. I've got die cuts and fussy cuts in here, and I still haven't put those others in here that I fussy cut while watching TV. I'm looking for something that has the colors that we need. Might mark, here's a blue. It's a little big, but it does match that little bit of blue right there. And it has purple too. I like that one. We're going to use that one. Okay. Let's ink it. And my little extra small pin here, and give him some antennae. And I think other than a word right there, will be good. Let's see what we can find here. Sorry I'm being quiet. I'm trying to read and I can't read and talk at the same time. Let's do this one. If I can get it off. I have found sometimes these Tim Holtz stickers are hard to peel off, and I don't know, maybe due to the humidity. I'm sure it is. And then I am going to put some glue on this one as well, because like I said, it was kind of hard to get off, and so the sticky may have stayed on the backing. This says, great things take time. There we go. I like that. So that's going to go back in here in this spot. And so we know whatever we do on the back of here, we'll have to coordinate with this little card somewhat. I mean, it's not, doesn't have to be matchy-matchy. And I'll put some matte medium on that. I prefer the matte medium because it is exactly matte. If Mod Podge, even though it says matte, still kind of has a shine to it to me. So let's see how much time we got here. Oh, I think we're good for a video. So we did our card and we did our little paper clips, which I love. I think they turned out really cute. Hope you all enjoyed that. And if you did, please hit the little like button, the little thumbs up. If you didn't, I don't want you to do a thumbs down, but I would rather know, or leave a comment of how I can do better. And next time, Saturday, we'll switch back to the nature journal, and we're just going to alternate back and forth until we get them both finished, and then move on to autumn and Halloween. So if you have not subscribed, please do so. If you have, thank you for coming back and sharing this time with me. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And until the next time, please stay safe and stay healthy, and we'll see you next time. Bye.